Hi everyone, I'm John Mitchell and I'm the voice behind the videos on teachingbubble.com. Just wanted to give a shout out to all the 2015 business management students and my fellow BizMan teachers out there and let you know about the September revision lectures that I'll be holding. We've done it for the last couple of years, Adam and I, and they've been a real success. Adam's on long service leave this year, so it will just be me this year. But we're going to different locations around Victoria to bring a 3-hour lecture, exam preparation lecture. And really this is just an off-the-cuff video to let you know, give you some more information about what's actually going to happen and what's involved in the lectures so you know what you're getting yourself into for 3 hours. So what we're going to do is first of all focus on the content. So we'll go through the Unit 3 content and focus on the 3 areas of study in Unit 3. And we'll go through areas where students have struggled with in the past. And then we'll do the same with Unit 4 and go through the 2 areas of study in Unit 4. But then really the main focus, this is an exam preparation lecture. So yes, the content is important and hopefully it will be a really good revision for you to go through that content, but we really want to focus on the strategies on how to approach exam questions and also things that we've learned in the past about how exams have been marked in the past. We don't know how they're going to be marked in the future. We don't know what's going to be on the exam in the future. It'd be great if we did, but we don't. So what we do is we look at the past, and every time we mark exams, we learn something, all right? There's always something a little bit different because there's different questions each year and we learn something each year, and then that changes how we teach that particular area or the subject overall slightly, and hopefully we can bring that information and those strategies on what you should be doing to prepare for the exam. We think that's where the best value is and where we can really help you, or this year how I can really help you. So that's going to be the main focus for this particular lecture. Now, to give you an example of what I mean, in the past, we used to have discuss questions. So from 2011 and previous, all you had to really do was just give an in-depth explanation on, some positives of whatever the particular issue was. However, from 2012 onwards, the way the exams have been marked, discuss questions have been marked, is that you have to look at both sides, so strengths, weaknesses, benefits, limitations, those type of things. Now, students are getting better and better at that because more and more students are learning that that's what that term actually means. However, there's still lots of students that don't know those things. So that's just one simple example. Another example was one of the first things you probably learned in this subject was the characteristics of a large-scale organisation. In the past, some textbooks have gone through and said large market share is a characteristic of a large-scale organisation, even though some people believe it is, and that's debatable. In the exam, it hasn't been accepted. So even though the textbooks have gone through some of those things, the exam could be quite different in terms of what's been accepted and what hasn't been accepted. So it's important, I feel it's important that students really know that information, so it gives you the best opportunity to go into the exam. So in terms of the timing, we've decided to do them in the September holidays. Not only is that convenient time to do it, but most of you will have finished all the content then, hopefully started your exam preparation, so started your revision in the last week or two of term 3. Then you can come to these lectures or this lecture and then really focus on, go through the whole content, every part of the course, and then focus on what's really going to be, or how do I prepare best for the exam. And what you'll get then is obviously a 3-hour lecture where we go through that content and go through those tips and strategies and those type of things. You get to ask any questions that you want. Plus, I'll give you, as you walk in the door, I'll give you a summary booklet which goes through the content, also gives you, tips and things like that have happened, things that have happened in past exams, things that have been accepted, not accepted, those type of things. And in that booklet will also be some practice exam questions. Some of them will be past exam questions, some of them will be, just new exam questions. And we'll give you some sample answers for those particular questions so that when you're revising you can go through all the content, but then you can practice, let me put that into practice, here's a question, and then here's an exam, here's my answer compared to a sample answer. If you feel like this is for you, then I'd love to see you there. Those that don't feel like this is for you, then I wish you the best of luck. All I encourage you to do is to not wait till the last minute, get organised really early, prepare for the exam so that when you actually go into the exam, you've given yourself the absolute best shot you possibly can. That's all I encourage you to do. As I said, for those that are going to come along, then you can book online. We give you a discount for booking online, or if there's tickets left, you can turn up on the day, but we encourage you to book online. That's why we give you the discount. And hopefully, I'll see many of you soon, because remember, the harder you work, you really can achieve what you set your mind to.